Very shocking, but unfortunately very not surprising. It is already for month after month that we are calling European authorities to understand that the level of anti-Semitism in Europe break its record every single day. Jews are in danger in Europe, and unfortunately, still authorities in Europe does not react, does not act the way they should. The fact that Jews were hunted for generations, whether was it in Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Kishinev, Israel, and now in the Netherlands, is very dark pictures. Tomorrow we'll be marking the Kristallnacht, which is the exact same things that happened here on the European land. And to see again Jews who have to run away, innocent people who got nothing to do, did nothing bad to those who hunt them, and to run away from people who hate Jews, who are ready to kill Jews and do whatever they could to Jews without getting support from local authorities. That reminds very dark times. And if you want, this is one of the things that does not let Jews to kind of forget the history. We many times blame why you always speak about the Holocaust, why you always speak about the past, because the past continue to run after us, continue to chase us. No one give us the chance to heal and to really live a peaceful life. And when we see it again in Europe, just one year after the 7th of October, where 1,400 people, innocent people, babies, women were raped and murdered in the most horrific way. And instead of seeing solidarity and support, we see people who support Hamas, who support the same ideology, again, the West against the Jewish people, and to see that the Europe is failing to protect innocent people. This is very, very shocking images. And this is the reason why we could absolutely expect a lot of Jews leaving Europe towards Israel. First of all, this is absolutely their responsibility to protect Jews. I'm just thinking about the fact that Israel has to send team and airplane to rescue Israelis. So if Israel wouldn't exist, who would protect those Jews? How comes the Jews who live in Europe or visiting Europe need to get another country to send airplane to rescue them? This is terrible. This is number one. So besides the fact that this is their responsibility, I also really want to call the authorities in Europe. This is still not too late. It is late, but not too late. As long as there are normal people who govern Europe, who have control over the police, over the army, over all the security and legal system, there is still a way to combat it. We are, in just 10 days from now, we are taking with us a big delegation of politicians, members of parliaments, mayors, ministers, deans of universities to Auschwitz to mark the Kristallnacht. We are going to remind again what happened if Europe would not act in the right way. It's just now that we started legal actions against Herman Brusselsmans, a writer who incited against Jews. And this is a Belgian writer who wrote in a paper that when he sees images from Gaza, he would like to stop every single Jew that he sees on the street. And we had to really fight and convince the people that this is incitement and is defending himself. If you have people who defend it, but what we saw yesterday is a direct result of a journalist who write to people that when he see images from Gaza, he would like to stop every single Jew that he sees on the street. I really hope that the fact that we unfortunately saw these pictures today will also convince the legal system, the judges, that this kind of incitement must be stopped, and now. Football is supposed to be something that's open for everyone, something which is above politics, does not involve politics. And yet we do see how many times the soccer games are used for political and incitements. And this is absolutely their responsibility to ensure the safety and the security of the fans, and to ensure that if they decide that the football will be above politics, and there is no flags or any other calls to be presented there, they have also to make sure that there will be no incitements, and any fans who will be using this platform for inciting shouldn't be able to join again the games.